Hello, I'm Jeff Oechslein, and we are cooking up a storm. In today's episode, we are making potential energy balls. Number one question, well, one of the number one questions I received from the viewers working a morning news shift and waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning to get the news is, how do you have so much energy delivering the weather at 5 o'clock in the morning? Well, the number one reason is being caffeinated, coffee. And by the way, this espresso machine was probably the best Christmas gift I ever received. Well, second being to the Red Ryder BB gun, of course.
Shoot your eye out, Jeff.
Thanks. So, potential energy balls. You know, these are great for giving you energy just because, you know, a lot of times when we want energy, we eat a lot of sugar. And what does sugar do? It gives you that quick boost of energy, but then it wears after time. These slow release energy. And why am I calling them potential energy? Because I'm a meteorologist and we're going to do a little bit of science. What is potential energy? Potential energy is the energy of an object at a certain condition. Perfect example, this rubber band, or I grew up in Pittsburgh, we call them gum bands. The potential energy is right there. It's stored up at this condition. And when I release it, that energy is released. Bad aim. I thought I was going to get it right on the camera. So let's get right to it. These are great. And I tell you what, you're going to love them. They're healthy for you. And they give you that boost of energy. Even in the morning, waking up, or maybe a mid-afternoon snack, you know, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, everyone's trying to get that energy. These energy balls are going to be the perfect trick for that, and they are delicious. Kids love them too. So what we're going to start with are the ingredients. Several ingredients, pretty simple here. We're going to start with peanut butter. I have 1 1/4 cups of peanut butter. So any kind of peanut butter. This happens to be smooth peanut butter. If you like your peanut butter crunchy, use crunchy peanut butter. Maybe you don't like peanut butter. Maybe you like almond butter. Use almond butter. There's like 50 kinds of different butters out there. Use whatever you want. You know, this is the great part about this recipe too, is maybe you don't like some of these ingredients, admit it. You know, you can make 20 different versions of these energy balls using different ingredients. Maybe you like cranberries. Maybe you can use, you know, put cranberries. You can put raisins. You can put anything you want in these. But what's great about the peanut butter is it's a fat, but this is the good kind of fat. This is the kind of fat that is good for you. It doesn't contain a whole lot of sugar. It's a natural fat, and this gives you energy. So this is 1 cup right here, and then 1/4 cup of peanut butter right here. And again, this is a creamy peanut butter. Nothing special about it, just, you know, normal peanut butter. Whatever peanut butter you like to eat, use it in here because you'll like it in the potential energy balls, as we're calling them. Okay, so next we have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. We're just going to dump that in right there. And I love the smell of vanilla extract. This, you might be wondering, what is this stuff? This white stuff? This is coconut oil. Really good for you. Coconut's really good for you. Superfood. Plop in your coconut oil. You can use coconut oil for cooking too. It's great. These little guys are fun. These are called chia seeds. So let's see. How many chia seeds do we have? What we have here is 1/3 cup of chia. So when you eat these guys, we just dump this all in, they sort of expand in your mouth, in your teeth and everything. So sometimes they get stuck in your teeth, but they're kind of fun. And these are flaxseed. Now the chia, and this is the ground flaxseed, by the way. The chia and the flaxseed are important because they are your fiber. And it's good for heart health. Flaxseed and chia are great superfoods. This is 1/3 cup of honey. So we're going to take this, it's going to pour out like molasses. Any kind of honey is going to do here. Got to get every little last drop of that honey because it is sweet. Now this is going to give it a little bit of sweetness. Now something else that's going to give it, I'm going to help it out a little bit here. We'll be here all day. Something else that's going to give it a little bit of sweetness is maple syrup. Now I'm using real maple syrup, not the stuff that you get, you know, well, you could get real maple syrup in the stores, but you don't want to get that stuff that's like glucose city stuff. You want to get real maple syrup. Just coming right out of the tree. And there you go. So you dump your maple syrup in there. And by the way, that is also 1/3 cup. So we have 1/3 cup of honey and we have 1/3 cup of maple syrup. We have your oats right here. These are your oats. I'm going to dump them in. 2 cups of oats. These give it some sweetness. Everyone likes chocolate. These are your mini chocolate chips, and we have a cup of mini chocolate chips. So we poured everything in, and now what we do is get out our fancy mixer right here, and we're gonna go like that and lock it up. Captain hook, make sure you have the captain hook on. You lock it in position, set on low, and we're just stirring away here for a couple minutes. You don't have to be, stirring for hours or anything like that. We're just talking about a couple minutes. We're stirring. And we're going to incorporate all those ingredients together. The oats, the peanut butter, maple syrup, the coconut oil, the honey, the vanilla extract, the mini chocolate chips, the flax seed, and 1/3 cup of chia. So all of it's getting combined nicely. And once you could use one of these little guys and, get around the edges. I guess you could stop it first and then get around the edges, push some of that down like that. There we go. And the problem is the peanut butter likes to stick. Okay, and then just keep on stirring it until it's well incorporated. When you get it well incorporated, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to refrigerate it. Only for about a half an hour is what we're looking at. It's just going to make it a little, the substance a little harder. So we're going to shape these into balls, right? They're called potential energy balls. So when it's a little harder like that, it's easier to shape in a ball. That's why we want to refrigerate this for a half an hour. So everything seems to be nice and mixed. We're going to unlock, open up. There's Captain Hook, Peter Pan, Neverland, here we come. And that's what it should look like, something like that. Now we're going to take it in the fridge, half an hour. Now the 30 minutes has gone by. It's time to make the potential energy balls. All you get is one of these little scoopers like this. Scoop away. And then if you want, you can put it in your hand like that. Just make a little ball. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Voila, there you go. And now if you are, store these in the fridge, of course, but for about a week. After a week, then you want to freeze them. But about a week, they'll be good in the fridge. But trust me, you're going to go through these before a week is over because they are that good. We're cooking up a storm. I'm Jeff Oechslein.